Wait. Coming up on State of Events, Chinatown residents and property owners are making a stance against the recreational use of marijuana.
And a mysterious gas explosion in Bernal Heights left many without service and a handful of unanswered questions. State of Events starts now. Welcome to State of Events. I'm Chris Carrion.
And I'm Tyler McKinney.
We are almost a month away from 2018 recreational marijuana stores will be opening in January all over California. But San Francisco may be a step behind other cities. Corinne Rivera has the story.
San Francisco is struggling to establish regulations of recreational marijuana stores.
We have legalization in California. The state has caught up to us, and now what's happening? We are at risk of sliding back.
The majority of the residents that are protesting are older Chinese immigrants that are against the use of the drug recreationally. They are fighting to restrict where it can be sold.
Why do they have to have a pot shop in the neighborhoods like this? Neighborhood have preschool and churches so close.
Protesters want retail stores and dispensaries to keep a 1,500-foot distance from schools and any other place minors may gather.
You know, why can they impose on our children and schools like this? Are we in the United States or are we in a third world corrupt country?
They're also calling for an outright prohibition on cannabis retail stores in Chinatown. Chinese Americans are an integral part of San Francisco's history. 1/3 of the city's population are Asian, with Chinese Americans being the largest subgroup. Chinatown in San Francisco is the largest Chinatown outside of Asia, as well as the oldest in North America. The San Francisco board has been meeting to hear the different viewpoints. They have voted to hold off on temporarily allowing existing stores to sell marijuana recreationally in the new year. In San Francisco, Corinne Rivera, State of Events.
San Francisco residents were forced to evacuate their homes yesterday. Authorities were called to investigate a strange odor coming from an unknown source on Mission Street. An explosion occurred inside one of the homes shortly after firefighters arrived. They say this all started from a gas leak. No one was at home at the time of the explosion and no injuries have been reported, but an estimated 100 people in nearby homes were forced to evacuate the area. PG&E were able to safely stop the gas flow, and it is unclear when residents will be able to return to their homes. An evacuation center will be opened if the incident is prolonged.
It was a deadly weekend on Bay Area roads with 3 fatal crashes on Sunday alone, which included the death of a 10-year-old San Francisco girl. Rain may have been a factor in at least some of the accidents as the roads were slick, while driving under the influence was a factor, or at least a suspected one, in some of the other accidents. At least 76 people died in California traffic collisions during the Thanksgiving maximum enforcement period, which started at 6:01 p.m. November 22nd and ended November 26th at midnight. According to CHP, officers made 1,057 DUI arrests during the 102-hour stretch, a 17% increase from last year. 53% of vehicle occupants killed in CHP jurisdiction were not wearing a seatbelt at the time. In one of the most recent and tragic accidents, a sedan spun out of control Sunday on I-80 at the Berkeley curve in Emeryville, crashing into a pickup truck. One passenger, a 10-year-old girl, was killed. The girl has been identified as 10-year-old Crystal Vasquez of San Francisco.
The recent BART attacks are raising eyebrows and causing concern. BART Director Deborah Allen says people are more fearful than ever as attacks increase. Riders are pressing BART to release videos of the recent incidents to see what began in July and is still going strong. If concerned, riders can write to the Board of Directors directly. For more information, visit bart.gov.
The Golden Gate Bridge suicide barrier is still in the works as engineers conduct further testing. The project involves installing the equivalent of 7 football fields of netting along the 1.7-mile bridge. Wind testing was done on a model of the bridge last month. The model became unstable when the wind flow reached higher than 100 miles per hour. Engineers are now concerned that any modification to the bridge could affect its stability. Extensive damage caused by the barrier could stop commuter travel across the bridge for an extended period of time. The Bridge District's goal is to have the project completed by January of 2021.
A heartless holiday crime is causing one family distress. A California tree farm closed its doors Friday after being ransacked by burglars. The Cedar Ravine Tree Farm is a family home and business owned by the Schoenauers. Gary and Eric Schoenauer, father and son, are in disbelief that crooks would target their 4th-generation family-run Christmas business. The farm will be closed this season for the first time in 4 decades. The crooks broke into the family cabin and shed, stealing everything from TVs to the family vehicle. Investigators tell the Schoenauers that the thieves were likely looking for items to sell for drugs. The family has a message for those who stole their Christmas tradition. This is the season of giving, not forgiveness.
Coming up on State of Events, another Hollywood name has been accused of sexual harassment. This time it's from Disney.
And senators on the Judiciary Committee are urging Jared Kushner to hand over particular documents related to the Russia investigation. Our coverage continues.
Welcome back to State of Events, and we hope you are enjoying your Tuesday afternoon.
2 more women have come forward against Harvey Weinstein, and another has been accused of sexual harassment. Yasmin Suarez has the latest.
The Hollywood sexual harassment scandals continue to grow as more celebrities are either coming forward or are being accused. The latest big Hollywood name to be accused is head of Pixar and Disney Animation, John Lasseter, who has been accused of unwanted kissing, touching, and inappropriate comments. He's currently on a 6-month sabbatical and has left the Toy Story 4 project. Last week, actor Uma Thurman posted on Instagram on Thanksgiving saying she's grateful to be alive but is also angry. She includes the hashtag #MeToo and implies she also has information against Harvey Weinstein, but is waiting for the right moment to go public. More recently, actor Katie Noble filed a civil suit in a New York federal court alleging that Weinstein engaged in sex trafficking when he enticed her to his hotel room at Cannes in 2014 under the impression of discussing a role for a movie project. For further details, visit us at sfsustateofevents.com.
Another hurricane is now headed towards the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Senator Al Franken says he feels embarrassed and ashamed ahead of returning to work on Monday. He gave interviews to state media on Minnesota on Sunday, breaking an 8-day silence about sexual misconduct allegations against him. Franken told the Minneapolis Star-Tribune that he let a lot of people down, but he is hoping to regain their trust. He's also pledging to cooperate with the Senate ethics investigation, but he's telling the state's public radio that he does not plan on resigning. Several women are accusing Franken of groping, including Los Angeles radio host Leanne Tweeden. Franken has apologized to her, but said he didn't remember other incidents. Senate Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley and Ranking Member Dianne Feinstein sent a letter to Jared Kushner's attorneys Abe Lowell on November 26 asking for emails, documents, and other information the president's son-in-law and senior advisor has failed to turn over to the committee. That letter asked for delivery no later than November 27, 2017. However, Kushner's attorney claims that that request shifted last week. There is no current deadline as both the committee and Mr. Kushner's counsel are working in good faith to produce whatever else may be responsive and relevant to the committee's inquiry. A Grassley spokesman confirmed by email that the committee didn't expect to receive the materials on Monday. However, Mr. Kushner's attorney is cooperating with the committee and we are in ongoing discussions to address the committee's request. The spokesman said, a Feinstein aide said the discussions between the committee and Lowell are ongoing.
Protesters gathered in front of the Libyan embassy this weekend holding signs and chanting after footage of a Libyan slave auction was released. CNN captured footage of an auctioneer referring to migrants in Arabic as merchandise during a human slave auction. Tens of thousands of migrants, many of them from West Africa, Bangladesh, Somalia, Sudan, and Eritrea, are being held in camps and warehouses on the Libyan coast. When warehouses become overcrowded, they are sold. Migrants are being sold off for as little as $400 each. Libyan authorities have launched a formal investigation into slave auctions in the country following CNN's report. Libya agency officials say the investigation will continue to find and convict those responsible. They are also working hard to identify current locations of the migrants to bring them to safety.
Next on State of Events, we'll take a look at some of the cyber deals. Shopping malls, movies, you name it, Black Friday is in full swing.
Also, we got you covered on what new movies are coming to the silver screen. All this and more coming up on State of Events.
Another year is almost gone, and we all know what that means. Black Friday sales. But what do people do while they wait in the long lines for doors to open? Here's Lucia Cabrera with the details.
Thanksgiving came soon, but also did Black Friday. The most famous stores during this Thanksgiving were filled with the biggest lines. Walmart, being one of the top stores to get more Black Friday shoppers, was ready for their doors to open. But in the meanwhile, what did many people do while waiting in line for hours? Many, or most of them, were on their phone, but not on their social media. No, they were online shopping for Black Friday. But not all shoppers were on their phone.
Laptop. Duracells. Laptops and cameras.
Duracell and laptops. That's smart. Way to shop, guys. And John Travolta, yeah, totally with you. I am so lost. Walmart had their stores saved by providing the store map for Black Friday, where it showed where all the electronics, toys, and other gifts areas were available for shoppers. But even if the map helped finding deals, the store aisles were packed with shoppers and hard to get to the destination that the map marked. Trust me, I tried. But the reason why Walmart provided the maps and opened doors early at 6 p.m. on Thursday was because of their competition, Amazon. Amazon also provided with early Black Friday deals that had Walmart shoppers looking at their phones while waiting in line. As you can see, you don't have to wait in line during your Thanksgiving day to do your Black Friday sales when you know you're still going to be doing it on your phone. Reporting live in Hayward, I'm Lucia Cabrera, State of Events.
Thanks, Lucia. With Black Friday behind us, a record number of Americans are prepping for big deals online this Monday. This year, Cyber Monday is expected to be bigger than ever, with sales topping $3.3 billion. Aside from all the excitement, experts are warning online shoppers Cyber Monday is prime time for thieves to take advantage of customers. Experts say to look out for fake apps that can steal personal information. by extorting money after locking your phone. Avoid clicking on unsolicited emails and email links, and be sure to use a website with a valid HTTPS connection and lock symbol. Experts say websites that appear without the lock next to the URL address are more vulnerable to attacks. So shop until you drop, but be cautious.
If you're not into the push and shove of Black Friday sales, well, you're in luck. With Cyber Monday kicking off this week, consumers will get a second shot at all the big holiday deals. On top of that, you never have to leave home during the busiest online shopping day of the year. Business and economy experts have been pointing out that Black Friday and Cyber Monday are being merged. So instead of Black Friday being its own holiday and Cyber Monday being its own holiday, we're starting to see it be called Cyber Week or the 5 days of saving. Some of the largest online retailers such as Amazon, Walmart, and Jet.com will be rolling out new deals and big savings on electronics, toys, and other things for Cyber Monday. But don't worry if you missed some sales yesterday. Retailers are promoting that you can expect sales until Wednesday. So go treat yourself and buy that new TV or that new video game you've been wanting. You may want to get a Bitcoin for the upcoming holiday season. That's right, the value is increasing. Bitcoin is on its way to being worth $10,000 per coin. Currently, the cryptocurrency is up 800% compared to the beginning of the year when it was priced at $968 per coin. As of this morning, the price was a few $100s shy of 10,000 US dollars. This new high comes just 7 days after Bitcoin broke $8,000 and not even a full month since it hit the $7,000 mark. Then again, the cryptocurrency is so volatile, there's no guarantee that it can sustain its current rate of rapid growth for that long. After all, remember, it took more than 3 years for Bitcoin to recover from a major crash at the end of 2013. Shortly after that, it hit $1,000 for the first time. Financial pundits are split into cryptocurrency, as some refer to it as a bubble and others are referring to it as the future of currency. Either way, Bitcoin is starting to become something that the mainstream consumer may want to keep an eye on.
A Jedi sequel, monster love story, and a cappella sing-off. Reporter Ronnie Kunzervong has a sneak peek at what's coming to the big screen in December.
Thanks, Tyler. The holiday season is officially here, bringing headache, stress, and frustration. Why not take a break with a trip to the movies? Take a seat, grab, or sneak in some popcorn. I'm not judging. But here's what's coming to theaters just in time for Christmas. The Force is back for another round in Star Wars: The Last Jedi. The 8th installment picks up right where from the previous Force Awakens ended. The epic space opera also marks Carrie Fisher's final role as Princess Leia. Star Wars: The Last Jedi reawakens December 15th. If you're feeling macabre, check out Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water. The story follows a mute custodian as she befriends a captured sea creature at a high-security government laboratory. Part horror and part romance, the film showcases del Toro's trademark of marrying reality with fantasy. But don't expect a pale man to show up. The Shape of Water swims to theaters December 8th. And finally, the Bard and Bellas are back for one more encore in Pitch Perfect 3. The musical comedy reunites the group as they begin to compete one last time in Europe. Expect aka awesome mashups and memorable one-hit liners from Fat Amy on December 22nd.
From Calamity, this is Serenity, Veracity, and Charity.
If I joined your group, I could be obesity.
I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to that Star Wars movie, and I'm not even a fan. And if you want more information on tickets as well as other movie release dates, log on to SFSUstateofEvents.com. In studio, I'm Veronica Kunzervong. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Bronny. Some are calling him Secret Santa, and others are identifying him as the layaway angel. On Friday, a New Jersey dad went into a Toys R Us to do some shopping for his son and ended up bringing holiday cheer to more than 60 random strangers when he decided to pay off their layaway order at the store. The bill for that act of kindness came to more than $10,000, but the man, who would only be identified as Charlie K., didn't stop there. He went on to purchase an additional $2,000 worth of items to give to the Toys for Tots program by having everyone inside the store pick out 3 toys to donate. The man expressed his love for his community and said that he simply wanted to spread Christmas cheer.
Well, that's nice of him to do that. Maybe he used one of his Bitcoins to cover that bill. But anyways, head to our website, sfsustateofevents.com, for more details on today's story.
Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you next week.